Hi, I'm Aidan Rodley and this is Mainland Matters. Good to have your company this week as we look ahead to a couple of really good meetings out of the south. The third of the Riccarton Polytrack meetings on Friday. That's the big money meeting as well. And then we head you back to Wingatui on Sunday. We'll review a couple of meetings we've just had as well. And we'll also look back, first of all, on Master Marco. We've been following Kelvin Tyler's team through Queensland. He had Master Marco was set to be last Saturday at the Gold Coast on a heavy track. They did move that meeting to the all-weather track. So if I can take you back to the meeting as we just close down a couple of pop-ups here. So this is race 5 on the Sunshine Coast program on the Saturday, and it was moved to the Poly, which wasn't ideal. Obviously Kelvin had brought the horse back in distance hoping for a heavy track and being a more taxing run. It wasn't on the Poly, and so at this point Master Marco has been scrubbed up and he comes up outside the leader at this point as well. We'll get our computer going okay. I might just cut to the video at this point as well. And you can see that while he is doing hard work in the race, he really does close off the race really nicely and doesn't go down by far. Now, Kelvin's now looking to step the horse up in distance, so he'll look back to a Sunshine Coast meeting. That'll be on the turf track at the Sunshine Coast, and that will be on Sunday week. He's also got other runners this week, including Tobalicious, going around towards the end of the week as well. Okay, I want to take you back to Wingatui now, and it was a meeting of milestones. We saw plenty of them happening. First off, Terry Mosley. It wasn't the way he wanted to bring up 1,200 career wins, but we'll take you back and have a look at the action here. This is him on Scarfy going past the post in second place. That's Midnight Runner, and we might be able to just bring you that head-on action as well. You can see the movement from Scarfy out, Midnight Runner out onto Scarfy, and so the placings were reversed and Terry Mosley able to be promoted into first position and win 1,200, so congratulations to him. Next we want to go to Garden City, who was really impressive at the trials prior to the debut. Really got it right in the 2-year-old race on Saturday, being home a really fast finishing Malulabar. Just speaking to Kelvin as well, that horse will go to the paddock now and come back, but a really nice run from Malulabar. But let's focus in on Garden City, a promising 2-year-old with the Pitmans, and this one brought up for them $1 million in stakes earnings for the season, so the first South Island stable to hit that mark. We saw Milford Sound get back to his best form under a really savvy Kosciuszano ride. He got to the front on this horse, got the horse back in focus again, and a horse we know had placed in a 1 or 2 Classic of Group 3 at Awapuni as a 3-year-old before going on to run second in a Group 2 Championship Stakes. His form since had been plain, let's be fair, but really good to see a talented racehorse like this come back and winning action in this style as well. We'll also press ahead and have a look at Sam Wynn bringing up what was a really special milestone win for her first training win. It was with Fedicare, and a horse she'd had basically everything to do with from the time it was bought, from when it was in the Stephen Marsh stable, and she was the foreperson for that stable, and then with it going to Shane Lamming, and finally gets out under her name, and she was in the board, in the saddle for this win as well. So I've spoken to Sam. She was really chuffed, as you can imagine, with this performance.
Sam Wynn, dream start to the training career, got the license to train this one, and she's booted it.
So pretty special for Sam, and just spoke to her as well. She's not too far away from heading back to her homeland of Ireland, and she'll be away for around about a month before she comes back to prepare for the new season. And the word on Tina Komanyahi as well, she'll head back home to Argentina basically at the beginning of June, so we're only about a week away before she leaves, and she'll be away for maybe up to 2 months, just at this stage undecided when she heads back home, but she'll be back riding in New Zealand in August for sure. Also from that meeting, I just want to take you back to one other performance also I really do have a lot of time for, Amber Echo. Let's go and take in this win. She was defiant from the front. It was just a never say die performance. The runner-up comes up, has a look and says, what are you made of? And Amber says, I'm made of pretty good stuff. Here's this one.
Megan Taylor trying to shrug off Emenon, who won't go away. Wide out, coming quickly. Adonai. It's Amber in front. Megan Taylor gets a double.
Okay, some really nice performances there from Wingatui last Friday, and some of that form we'll be able to see in races at Riccarton on Friday, and also back to Wingatui on Sunday as well. Talking about Riccarton on Friday, we saw a couple of really good rides. So there were two performances that I really want to focus in on. So let's take you back to this race, which features Catalina Bay and Global Beauty. Now you can see them both making very good ground. This is the third of the program. They made it over the 1200 metres. Global Beauty wasn't bustled. It's in those colours there of Bruce Tapper and Rama Ramit. Hits the line really nicely, as does Catalina Bay, who's run the second quickest last 600 of the race. Global Beauty's run the quickest last 800, 600, 400, 200. Both of them hitting the line really nicely in a race where the other four of the top six, so 1, 2, 5 and 6, were all on speed and running. So both of them really nice runs. They'll clash again on Friday, so I think it might be just a chance to be on split bet. Let's see if we can't get rid of these pop-ups on this Windows 7 computer that we're running here on the TAB. So that's race 2. Number 3 is Catalina Bay, and race 5 is Global Beauty. So a couple there to watch for Friday's meeting. Bevan will have all the other good oil for you as well. And another horse I just want to take you back to for the Wingatui meeting was Glamour. Let's go back and have a look at her last performance, and she was really good in running this race at Wingatui last time out. She's hit the line really nicely, finished second in a good race, and once again we'll see Glamour go around this weekend. She'll head around in the 7th of the card, but her run was very good. Again, against the pattern of the race, she was able to settle in second spot, hold her position, and finish second in the end in a race that was otherwise really favoured to the swoopers. Sea Shepherds come from outside the top 6, as his Final Savings, Stop Yelling, and Bob Marley as well, who's a rival. It's another really good race, that race from Wingatui as well, and I'll be part of the coverage for you on Sunday here on Trackside. Look forward to the action coming through, especially for that Riccarton meeting on Friday. Catch us again on Mainland Matters. Actually, before we go, let's just plug that email address, tab.co.nz, Aidan Rodley at tab.co.nz to email me. And we did get one further email, so Scotty again came at us and said, what about keeping the grey theme? We went with Grey Way last week. We're going to bow out this week with Covered in Grey.
Red at the 400 metres. Dynex the outside. Petrifiers wider out on the track. And also in behind them a Gordon for Me starting to unwind now. Pac-Man down near the inside. And they were followed wider out by Rapidoris. Further back in the race to Covered in Grey as they race down now. And with about 150 metres to go, it's Pac-Man. Here's Covered in Grey down the outside and like the look through the middle. Covered in Grey, but Pac-Man's holding like the look. Covered in Grey right in the outer. Not sure. Covered in Grey. Pac-Man like the